kind of like a there you go. Let's see if that's gonna work. So everything's gonna be okay. So before I get started, I'm gonna sit down here at the camera talking about the Age of Aquarius. You can go ahead and write me some questions if you want on the Facebook. I can be able to look at them. Hello, Rach. To me. Hi, Prodigy. Thank you for the login. Hi, Marilyn. Habla en español. Decime españoles. Más o menos, nada bueno hablando de la temática espiritual. Hi, Ansi. Thank you so much. Please don't ask questions right away because I got something for you guys for it. De nada, Maiden. Age of Aquarius, what that is. What is that all about? People were reading, talking. Hi, Mega. People were looking into, but it's little different when you have to live into it, to change yourself, to prepare yourself. And then you have to into the Age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius is known about the amount of the inner work that you have to do to change yourself, to expand yourself, to expand your understanding, to change your perceptions, to expand the reality, to expand everything, every sphere of life, to be more appreciative of everything you got, to understand you have to create a very good environment around you so you can have a better life, a better quality of life. But what is the quality of life? What is the quality that you need to look for? This aquamarine color around, let me get you around the house so you can see that pretty much everything here. It's kind of like this color. You would understand. It's all involved into the personal evolution, evolution that you go in internally inside for it, internal parts of yourself for it. And the twin flame part that comes in, that is a very, very much connected with Age of Aquarius. Why? Why is that? Why the twin flames have this responsibility? Why do they have this part of this transition? What is that all about? Basically, within the twin flames, those are the two people who have these magical connections, this new connections for it, where it's required you to have personal changes for the collective union between a man and a woman. And today, since it's November 11, and that's what the people start seeing it, 111, 1111, they start seeing at the clock. And that's why this 1111 basically, and that's why this 1111 basically wakes it up. So since we are speaking it for 11:11, let's be in the screen since we are getting into the screen. And that's how the journey begins. But knowingly and unknowingly, we're going to go through it. The humanity will be facing this, like it or not. More and more people, as we're seeing of this transition period right now between the ages, this is begin to be more and more in the awakening. But what is the awakening is? The awakening is got a lot of process. First of all, process of where you live. A lot of the people begin to understand that the life is not just physical. The life, it's also to understand and expand your understandings about life. I spoke with someone. I talked about you do understand where you live. So, where do you actually live? Where do you really? I will try to give you as the best as I can because you're not living only on a small, tiny rock. We're living in something very precious. And by you understanding and see it, you will understand where the vibrations are coming from. See, people, hi Bianca, hi lovely, people looking at about the vibrations. They asking, well, what is those vibrations? You're talking about the universe. Well, basically the universe, it's got a vibrations. Vibrations, the way it works. And I'm going to show you those vibrations. You will understand it. And then I hope, hi Nia, I hope that this will be kind of like helping you a little bit to change your perceptions inside of you that you're not living here on this earth only. You actually living in a place much, much more bigger than that. And that's why the Age of Aquarius, which is we are gonna go out of space. We're gonna learn more about of moving up. We are going to learn more about. It's not only about us as a race. We're gonna expanding our subconscious mind that we're gonna be able to do things out there into the universe. It's like we're going to stepping in like the people who before us, they went from one place to another place by using the boats, and they didn't know where they were going. They see this new territories. They explore those territories. We're basically gonna explore different galaxies. We're gonna be explore the universe. We're gonna explore our galaxy as well. During this period, we're gonna be learning this. And if we have to learn this, we are going to need an upgrade. We're going to be needing an upgrade of our consciousness with in the physical part. So I have a little things for you guys. Let's see first. So you guys can able to see this. I hope you do. Okay, I thought I had that here. I don't, so I'm going to get into it. As you see it, let me turn off the lights. How much dark will be, but maybe I have to put the camera a little bit. This is the universe. Basically, you can go ahead and zoom in. You can see the galaxies that we're going into, and more, and more, more, more. I don't know if you're seeing it, but the universe has got all these little tiny waves. As you see it right here, it's got tiny waves. Those tiny waves, they're like the waves into the ocean. Probably you see it right now a little better. They're caused by vibrations. They're caused by some vibrations that we have. And those vibrations, as you see it, right here, going up and down, this is the frequencies of those vibrations. And we are living here. We are living here. We can go ahead and see that it's not only about us. If you see the waves the way they are, right now you see them a little bit more. You see the sine waves of the universe. So the universe is not a straight line. It's not something that goes on. So during the Big Bang, those vibes, they comes in. Now those vibes are coming into us over the time. So when they comes in and over the time, we can see going on, what it's the situations. And comes in with the logic within the astrology, because the astrology reads these magnetic vibes. The astrology reads these vibrations, and we're going to be looking at more into those vibrations they comes into. I gotta show you something else here. So this is the Earth. This is where we are living at. If you pull them back, right in here, you can see this is the moon. We can move that out a little bit. We see the other planets, the stars. And we can continue move out. We can see the space shrinks of so many stars until we get into our home. And our home begins to be the Milky Way. So it's not like perceptions of learning the things, is a perceptions of new understanding, where you're living. And the questions of where you're living and where you actually your home is. It's changing these perceptions that once we get into this place of exploring the space, we also have to exploring our own selves. And the exploring of your own self is even that part of this Age of Aquarius evolution, that on a base of individual growth, you are going to get the benefits for this of by you becoming unreal, you becoming that real person inside of you. You're going to be real to others. You're going to understand where you really live. You live in this galaxy here, but as you see it in the previous screen, how big the universe. And we are capable of those vibrations. You may know or not, but the Milky Way is not also a straight line. The Milky Way has its own way of moving into. You can get to this position kind of like a very much out on universe. You can explore all this. And you can see it's not about only us. So that it's the part of the astronomy. You to put it first in a place that our home it's much bigger as a perceptions inside compared to the perceptions of what is going on. Now we are gonna go to the astrology part. So this is the current map for today. And something very special goes on. I didn't, as you see it, because the question is right now the way it moves, everything, we have something very special that's going to happen. I'm going to set it up for a certain date right now. So as I'm making the adjustments, I want you to see right in here. Right here, that it's the part between Capricorn and Aquarius. So this certain of the vibrations, wherever the moon is, that creates our emotions, our vibes. And depends of how the earth towards the moon line goes, it points out to the sky. And through both sides of the sky, we know each zodiac sign, what vibration giving to us. And right now, at this very special moment, we're going to have Saturn and Jupiter pretty much entering at the same time in Aquarius. This is a very rare event. Two planets to entering represent the secret knowledge. Saturn, it's the teacher. Saturn, it's the restrictor. Saturn says, not now until you don't learn. Jupiter, on the other side, is the one that it's collecting with the growth. One who says it's time to grow, it's time. Since all this happens in Aquarius, Aquarius is known about the rebellion. It's I want to within. We are going to see that at that moment when the moon arrives closely and closely and closely, right when the moon arrives, at 28 degrees. Saturn is going to begin to cross into Aquarius. At the same time, Jupiter preparing itself to enter as well. So is the moon. And that time, which is that it's going to be between midnight and of 16th, 17th here in the United States, we're gonna believe to get this changes. As you see it right now on the screen, you don't see it. I have to lower it down a little bit. Here they are, all three of them. Moving forward, it's going to be against the material parts that we know from the old world, from the old universe. That will be connecting with Venus and love. That is in Sagittarius. So we can express, we can talk, we can communicate, we can do the right things in life. It's a very beautiful and understandable thing that we know about this. It's going to bring that destruction of the old. We do not have to bow anymore to the golden Taurus, to the golden Taurus, as we are used to. Lights again. And now I'm here to talk to you guys. And very slow. Funny connection and very slow. Hi, twin. Swan. Well, I hope the connection is going to get better over the time with you. Maybe you have to move close to your Wi-Fi and so on. To finish it up with the Age of Aquarius, others, it's going to help us to connect with ourselves, and it's going to help us to do the right things for it. Some of you say it's about receptions. I don't know. My life, it's keeping going, which just tells me the connection is okay. I have a very good oh, it's the energy, says Kitty. Hey, Kitty, how are you? Yeah, sometimes I affect the electronic devices. Yeah, that's not a secret for some people. Been done it for quite a while. Even at work, sometimes I just go and touch the machine. It begins to work for it. So, to go back to the vibes are bringing that knowledge that we are going to need. It's internally inside of us. Hi, Maura. Hi, Lorna. The vibes that we all feel, vibes that I show you from the universe, it's like you become one part within the universe. You begin to understand that the oneness, that oneness that we're talking about right here, 11:11, as it's stated in the Bible of the Corinthians 11:11. There is no man within the woman. There is no woman within a man. Without where God is big as universe. So universe and God is the same thing. So when you feel those vibrations, when you hi garden, when you begin to feel those vibes, these vibes will help you to explore yourself. Basically the same thing like we are going to explore the universe, pretty much the same thing. And in the Age of Aquarius, our internal world, it's going to teach us to be real. It's about time to be real. It's about time to end of the heat, bad, to end up the old way. It's hi Priscilla. It's time to get real. Hi Nam. Thank you for watching. They are going to guide you. They are going to help you within the journey that you are as a twin flames. And why this is so much attached to a twin flames? In the past 6-7 years, there is a lot of things that happen within the twin flame community. Some get the things to the positions of creating some kind of business using the twin flame. Some begin to do a guidance. Some begin to helping others. Everything's got its own stages. Some of the people begin to learn what actually twin flame is, a journey, because it's hard for them to let go of the false, the bad, the obsession, the things that are not real. And the vibes will help you together within the universe. The vibes will help you to determine this non-real part. That unreal situation of looking into the actions. See the performance proof that you change, the evolutions that you mind, not just knowing the things or the part where you stay into the drawn to this life, like you waiting your happiness to depend on someone. You're learning your internal happiness, it's only up to you. And when you begin that, you begin to step in the first kind of like a stage of Age of Aquarius. That is to look into yourself. Understand that if somebody has to make you happy, you depend on that person. You have to be happy with yourself. And if that guy or that person wants to make you happy, that will be their choice. That will be their part of what that is. They will be giving you what they have to give just because they feel the real part. So in order you to be in a real relationship as a twin flames, first of all, you have to be real to yourself. You can't just go out there and be real. There is the positions that some point you might feel like only you understand this, or people don't understand you. People don't see what you see, because you're gonna feel like the people are too uninvolved. The people are still stuck into the old. But you gotta keep moving forward. You gotta keep up is when you have talks, when somebody connects to you, somebody talks to you. You to act as a person who is in the age of Aquarius. You to act as an angel, as the twin flames are. And Priscilla, I'm going to answer those questions a little bit. And you to be the example out of it. You to step it out, not for your personal gain, you to step it out so you can be an example for others to follow. You can choose you don't really have to have a twin flame page. You don't really have to have Age of Aquarius page. You don't really have to have in a YouTube channel. What do you need to have? You to show it up to the people that they can see and change the same way the twin flames change. What is the part of the twin flame change? Does too much. It's too much work for a lot of the people. So the twin flames, that's what it's the connections to the Age of Aquarius, and you begin to be real. The question that Priscilla asked was, what if the other is not real? Well, if they don't believe in your love, they don't. If you someone have some kind of issue with you, that issue could be so many trust issues, belief issues. That's mean that the person have issue first with himself. That's mean that they're not real to themselves. Priscilla, if they're real to us and not to others. So if they're real to us and not to others, their actions will prove that. Because when real and real becomes real, fake and real, it's still a fake, because there is a fake there. You can 0 and 1 becomes 1. No, 0 and 1 is 0. 1 and 1, it's 1. If you know the binary codes, you know what I'm talking about. So the ones that we've seen leads us to this, and today it's the 1111, and that oneness, it's putting the internal world within people. And if someone wants to, or anything else of it, that's mean they hide things from you. And things like that. Rach asking a question such as, I have to see. I'm interested in knowing what you think about me sharing this twin flame day being my birthday deal. I gotta look at your chart. See, the number, it's okay. You're born on November 11, which is point your chart. and we have to see there. If you're born in 1111, by numerology, you will be naturally drawn to that number, naturally drawn towards to it. So to go back into the journey as a twin flame, you little by little is going to understand that your inner work was about you to get in touch with your inner world. Know how it should be. And a lot of the twin flames who are right now, they know how it should be. The question is how this is going to be materialized, how this change, how this part will be. Going to have two choices in the Age of Aquarius. The one choice that will be evolve as a race and finally get to this position that no more using and abusing people for just making the money, or create this wealth that it's really not necessary. Just because you may have billion or gazillion dollars of it, it doesn't make you look good. And want to benefit the society, then you have to create something else, something new. If you will continue to go the same way we go, and the corporation is going to take over and over and over, there's going to be some revolution. And that part, it's part of Age of destroying the bad parts and everything else. It will come up if we go the old way. If we go by the way it's supposed to be in the Age of Aquarius, and they will be beginning to build the houses. They're going to begin to build the technologies. They're going to begin to develop this world of Aquarius. And that's why twin flames, they know what it should be. They have the memory of the paradise of an art. And that's why in the Bible, in the prayer, Our Father prayer, it's that the earth to be like in a heaven. And that's why everybody prays for it. But does everybody allows this to happen? That's a whole another story. And that's why the Age of Aquarius, the truth, the power of the truth will come up as an issue. It will come up into understanding the right things. We'll give you one movie. It's a very old movie. That will be Johnny Mnemonic. Johnny Mnemonic. Go and see it. You will understand that what will be, what the things are, and you kind of like will find it that we are kind of like in this moment of change. It's gonna be the bad way of handling this Age of Aquarius, and it's coming up right now. So right now I'm gonna be stop talking about the Age of Aquarius. I want to wish everybody happy holidays of twin flame, belief and love. You might not believe in anything else, but by you be love. You be everything. With love, everything is possible. With love, Priscilla, just write me the question. I will try to answer it. Um, with this love, this that has to be the way it's supposed to be. You can create a house the way it's supposed to be. You can create and working environment the way the working environment can change everything. But you cannot make a person. You can point it out where to look for it, but you cannot make that person to get that love. They have to understand they have to be real to themselves. If they're not real to themselves, this real vibes from you because the reality is missing. The reality starts from within. And with your twin flame or not, if you're real to you. Today, I want you to celebrate this reality for yourself, that you become a real person. You pat yourself on the back and it says, you know what? Like, hey, deal, you did a good job. You did a good job. Say your name, pat yourself on the back, and congratulate yourself. Because other people, they don't understand the amount of the inner fights you did with yourself. You did with yourself. The hardest battle somebody will have to fight, that is with your own self. Don't have to fight other people. If the other people have doubts about you, that means they have a doubt inside of themselves. So whatever you want and so it can have nothing to do with you. I talked to some of the twin flames and they will deal well. They just came in, they ignite me, and then they go away. Yes. This is just a spark. The spark comes in, lights you on fire, you keep burning, and now the spark, it's too small for that big fire. And when the spark walk into amount of love, they're running away. They disappear. They don't want to talk to you. They don't want to know you. Why? Because they're not the real twin flame to you. The real twin flame, it's a whole another ball game. It's a totally different story. There, within the twin flames universe, it's gonna get involved because now couple are coming together with the vibes from the universe. So one person with another person together with the one universe create oneness. That's why you see this. That's what this pattern is about. That's what you see all this. First you become one with yourself, then begin one with another person, then the both two begin one within the universe, and then the whole universe begin one with everything. This is the reason why you're celebrating today. You're celebrating that path. You're celebrating this destiny. You're celebrating this fate, if you have to. But most of it, celebrate yourself. Understanding this, where you are in the universe, what you do within the universe. Let's go with the questions now. Thank you, Maura. Okay. Maura, how does one has worked themselves get unstuck and still in some area? Maura, someone who hasn't worked on themselves and gets unstuck or stuck somewhere, you will see the issues. You probably go through this. Cool. Which is this week's I'm gonna be working on personal development. Next week I'm gonna be working fixing my financial life. Next week I'm gonna be working at what's going on with my friends. Then I'm gonna be working with issues at home. Then I'm gonna work with the issues with kids and so on. And you go around and the issues that you had with yourself, you fixed it. But as soon as you fix that issues, now you have a new issues, which is makes you to expand. So you feel like you're stuck in the issue of working on yourself. No, you're not. You expand. But if you didn't solve the issue the first time, the second time that issue will come up again. Then the next time you go around this magical circle, you're going to be doing the same things over and over and over. And something different until you learn thing over and over again. And that's why that brings you to the expanding of the subconscious. And the expanding of the subconscious leads you to find the anchor of self-evolution. I hope that helped you, Mora. Let's see. Priscilla, my question is that, is it sin to love your twin that it's an arranged marriage? In accordance with the Bible, it's a big sin. However, that love only can stop. Twins cannot control the love. Priscilla, arranged marriage, it doesn't have nothing to do, first of all, with any divine part. Arranged marriage, that is the marriage that its parents create a contract and they married their son and daughter, whatever the case is, in order to do something. Arranged marriages in a lot of cultures, but also the arranged marriages is between a very wealthy family. But is the person happy? No. If you look at it from soul perspective, you can love a person in a marriage, in an arranged marriage. The question is what is this person in arranged marriage will do? He's gonna comes in and says the truth. Because what is the worst? The word sin is somebody's judging you that you did something wrong. Who's judging you? Why did they judge you? They try to understand you. See, and that person who is in arranged marriage about the Layla and Manju, right there, it's very good legend talking about twin flames. And during that legend, you will understand that arranged marriage, it's the last thing we should do. A lot of the cultures, though, they still doing it. I mean, I won't mention cultures. I won't mention things. I don't want to offend cultures right now. But arranged marriages are not something that are actually coming from the one or the other person inner world or the universe. It comes in from outside source, which is the parents, to enforce this marriage. And that I will call a sin, because you go against a naturally minded love of the person to understand what love is. When you bring two people in arranged marriage, they They might care for each other and everything else. There is no love. No love in there. Maybe they can develop love over time. Maybe. But that is a big question mark right there. A very big question mark. So Priscilla, to me, it's not a sin. Okay. Let's see. What else is the questions? Any questions? And anybody can write a questions that I can talk to. Yes, arranged marriages in many countries very hard for Americans to understand. Oh, you're welcome, Priscilla. Arranged marriages. There was a story, probably like 2 years ago, when the parents interfere within Mary. She went and she married that person. The parents, the society, and she was pregnant. She went to her father to resolve the issue so everything can be fine. What the father did, totally wrong. He chained her and he set kind of fire. The husband came to look for her. They grabbed him too and they chained him next to her and they lit him on fire too. Until everything comes up, she was so severely. So what does that gotta tell you though? The whole story gotta tell you that you can't fight against love. Love is love between the two people who love each other in the name of God. And if you want to know who's your really twin flame, you know, he knows or she knows. Also, the universe knows who that is. If it doesn't work, the universe says, no, that's not the real one. You might think they're the real one. The question is the universe knows who they are. They are the authority, the vibes, a God particle. And it creates these miracles to show you, yes, that's the one. Links towards somebody else, but the universe will show you who is the right person, as long as you have the eyes to see. Leon Cross, hi darling. Dio, do you think the destiny and the universe are one and the same thing? Well, I think it is. Destiny. What is a destiny? Destiny is something that is written in the stars. Everyone from very old, ancient days, they were talking about the destiny and they will point it out the stars. And they say, well, our destiny is written in the stars. Now, since you understand this, as you see it the way the known universe is, those vibrations, they're kind of like a predicted or they kind of like a pre-existed the part of the destiny. That is you know your destiny when you're in the right track. When you hear this little voice inside of you, yes, you're in the right place. Yes, this is the right action you have to do. Maybe down the road, everything's going to be explained to you why these things happened. But the destiny, it is the same thing as what it's written in the stars. It's the part within the universe itself. Because the universe creates vibes. That's mean the vibes comes in. You don't act upon those. You feel like everything is going wrong. Don't mix up that everything goes wrong with demolishing your old life, your old self. What I mean everything goes wrong is in your inner world. There, in your soul, you know you're doing the wrong things. The guilt of not doing the right things according to the, but you feel those vibes. You feel the vibes and the guilt. Answer: destiny and the universe are the same thing. The question is are we going to be engaged within that destiny? Are we going to surrender what we want to do in life with what we supposed to do according to the universe? Responsibilities. You to understand the responsibilities of your destiny. But that is a higher conscious, that's most of the people are not even there. They're not even engaged. They're still focused on my twin, my twin, my twin, who never call you, who never bothers to call you, never says sorry, never says I love you, right? That's why most of the people are stuck. But if you get yourself unstuck out of that, if you become one with yourself, then the story can be a little different. Okay. Any other? Is destiny not soul plant we choose before we come here on earth? Light warrior. In order you, by the timelines, in order you to be born a certain time and space and place here, you were born because your soul, you've been born at this time and know what's going to happen. You basically choose the destiny because you know what's going to happen. What I mean that you know what's going to happen is there is a things inside of you that tells you where it's right and where it's wrong. And this is how you know you are on a path of your destiny or you don't. If you feel tensions within the vibrations, if you feel like you pushing, and everything gets easy, everything kind of like a miracle performance, you understand that you've been a part of this destiny. Your destiny will call you. The question is are you going to answer the call? And the people who answer the call out of the destiny, they're the one that get in and engage. And the last part, that is the last part of this one. Okay? To remind you what 1111 is you become real but yourself. Then you become real with another person. Then you become real within the universe. And then the whole part becomes your destiny. That's what that is. Kitty cat, those eyes, but it's not always seen in those few. The light in the eyes, that is the state of the person. People think that they gotta live all the time in those high vibes and they have to be all the time in that shine light. No. The lights in the eyes, they only exist when it's needed for a purpose. They're not fired up all the time. You can have them most of the time. You can have it inside of you. But the whole purpose, you go up to the heavens, you came down to bring that light down here. And by bringing the light down here, you have to do some action. You bring the light into the darkness. And that's why the moments you bring in that light into the dark, and that's why you don't really have the most, you probably have the most powerful light when you're all the way up there in the 5D. Mora. How about if you're not stuck in your twin, although anymore for your new belief system. That's me, you're real, Mora. There is nothing more holding to you. I will picture the part of the cocoon of the butterfly. You know, the cocoon of the butterfly, when it takes out, your life as caterpillar expired. Now you're turning into the butterfly. It's the same thing with to the egg. The egg turns into a chicken, a little chick which is breaking the shell of the egg. There is a new life. It's the same thing with us. We are basically kind of like a reincarnate without dying. Period of times that you can do as many as you can get. This is gonna feel like every time you finish your inner work, this is gonna be the time that you will feel this reincarnations inside of you. And if you feel that, Mora, I'm happy for you. Okay. Kitty cat question. My husband of 30 years, asking months later, I heard the voice of one. I heard the voice come through this other person. I never said anything to this person because I will have sound crazy. Kitty. So you feel something, but he didn't say something. So you felt the truth, he didn't holding. You're hiding, or you're holding to your husband who passed away. You gotta find the answer to the questions is inside of you. Can't answer it for you. But I can point the way that you need to look inside of you. Why did you not tell that person that? What stopped you? And then you Rage, let go of my twin 6 months ago, but contact me today and wish me happy birthday. I feel he's not coming to me, but still connected. Your thoughts. Let me tell you something about twin. Your twin will need daily communications with you. The soul will have this internal need. The soul. You will know this when you awaken as a twin flame to watch for. But if the person doesn't do the actions, you begin to chase those parts. You begin a different route until you learn you have to let the things go. You have to surrender. You have to trust to the universe. You have to surrender to this universe. And you have to let it go of the old that doesn't work. So if that person just comes in like once in a blue moon, probably is not your twin flame. The internal needs of you to be with your twin flame, it's every day, every minute, every second. I think there are twin flames. They know this, but they have expectations of people they fall in love with. They have these expectations from the spark. Well, the spark is not the flame. To different materials, to different things, to different purposes. And this is why if somebody calls you once in a blue moon or blocks you or whatever, they have issue with themselves. They have to solve their own issues. If they have a real twin flame, they will be really committed to you, with you, and they will be talking to you every single day. Doesn't matter what their family situation is. It doesn't matter nothing. Because inside of the soul, they know this. They're one. They're see the one real person with another real person with the real connection from universe to be a one within. I want my twin flame so I can be with him. I can have a life with him. You can have a life with them. You can have everything with them. And not before this. That's what's union. You seeking union as a twin flame? Before you get in a union with somebody else. Then, when you two are united, you have to unite with the universe. And then the universe unite the whole thing. That's what this 1111 is about. You seeking union? That's what this says. Do you trust the universe though? Because here it is the part. The half of the part it's personal, the other half it's a universe job. And you try to tell the universe how to do their job? No, you can't. Reality. Your job is this. Right here. So that's a real union is. Not that it's, I've been talking to a lot of the people when I'm going to be in union, when I'm going to be in union. Or I've been talking to people who pay thousands of dollars. Someone promised them a union. Someone told them about the union. Union is, when you look at your eyes with your twin flame, you begin to feel the universe union inside of it. You go inside of their eyes. You look at them in the eyes. Then you go dive deep in their eyes. Then you pass that blank space. And when you pass that blank space in their eyes, deep inside of it emerges this picture, a picture of the universe. But like all that, it's not gonna work. That's why the twin flames, it's very rare. Twin flames trust the inner world of the soul inside of them and their connection with universe. All right. Leon Cross. Dio, what do you think is your mission here on Earth? Thank you. What's my mission on this Earth? Sometimes I even ask myself what I am actually. Why I'm so gifted of understanding these things in so much depth. Sometimes I had issues of being misunderstood to help this or get this rebellion going. Do I gotta perform something? Yes, there is a mission that has been inside of me, mission of something of great importance. This is what a lot of the people as the twin flames, they feel, they know. It's the strong feeling about kind of a mission. I think the final mission has got to do with that union here with all of us, with oneness. But what is that all about? It's by we walk into that road. You walk in with two people, unite with universe, bring the universe together, and then the universe. Think so that maybe because leading by example, show the other people what it takes to be open, what it takes to be vulnerable, what it takes to to be real, what it takes to be strong as a soul. Maybe here to help. Time will tell. Time will tell what it's my mission. But I do. I definitely have a mission here. Definitely. Thank you. Any questions? Light warrior. Yo, missions for me is to light up the journey when we start. You gonna put the universe in you? Are they gonna light up for you? That it's whole another game for it. Don't think that when you light up for someone, they owe you. They owe you feelings, they owe you the hugs, they owe you something in return. Nope. First. Then, once you're getting in touch and base with you, now you are ready for a partnership. Now you're ready to share it. See, a partnership is sharing, not ordering, not forcing. Partnership is understand the others, not use the others, not have them so you can have some kind of benefit. Doesn't matter what kind of benefit. Love is not a benefit. Benefit for it. Priscilla, you is a warrior. Thank you. He helped me out 8 years ago from the darkness before I fell into depression because I did not know what happened to me. Then I found you and his light. I'm happy for you. Yeah, this part of getting out of the depression. But the question is a lot of the people that goes in depressions for a certain reasons. Why are you depressed? Depressed you are. The depressions begin when the expectations you have inside of you did not happen, did not end up in the results. 144. Love the light and the dark within. It's about find a balance, like in the middle of infinity sign. Yes, exactly. The balance. The perfect balance between the dark and the light existing in the universe. It's the same thing. Like you have to find a balance between your deep anger and the deep love. You have to experience both. You have to experience in the dark, you have to experience in the light, and then you bring it to the balance. Because the most important thing is a balance. You to see, and why did this is happening though? This is even through my daily talk with my darling, we were talking about some issue, and she went out to the darkness to see that what the issue was is that, well, this is doesn't happen, that doesn't happen, and I feel like this and I feel like that. And here is me who's on the other side that says, well, maybe that's what they need. Maybe that's what this happens for it. Maybe they need to be in the dark for a little bit. Because when you're in the dark, you can see the light. See, the light shines the best in the darkness. You get the light and you point it into the light, you ain't gonna see it. You try to take a light and you point a light into it, you're not gonna see it. Flashlight, you're not gonna see the shadow of the light. It's not gonna happen. Okay? But you take some kind of object, point that flashlight to it, and you will see the shadow. You will see the darkness of it. And that's why the balance, it's very, very crucial. But understand you and bring that balance inside of you. That's right in here. The balance point of this duality. That's the union. Because a lot of the people don't understand that this infinity sign, that is the internal war between the good and the bad, between the dark and the light. But you reach that energy that it stays right in the middle. Really good inner work. All right. Dio, I asked to give my twin to the universe 2 days ago. Never matched my life. Well, yeah, give that twin to the universe. If it's someone who doesn't want to work to you, you give them to the universe. Universe knows what to do with them, not you. Very good job, Mora. Light warrior. Leon Cross, all of the mission, helping others with the new reality. You're like an army of the universe. Yes, helping the people with the new reality. That's going to be kind of like a heart, because imagine like a blindfolded people come to you and they ask, where is the bathroom? Can you lead me to the bathroom? Can you lead me to the kitchen? Can you help me to eat? And you gotta be very strong to be able to do this when you do that. And that's why I totally about this beautiful mission of helping others. By helping others, ain't gonna be received here. Don't have expectations for these rewards here. Your rewards are inside of you, and put your head in the pillow, knowing that today you did something good for someone, even if it's one person. You did something good for the people. You did your mission today. And that's why that reward, by putting your head in the pillow and fall asleep happy without, that leads to the internal peace of the soul. That internal peace, that when two twin flames, that connection is great. And they're understanding all this, that inner peace, it's your reward. Because the inner peace evolves to love, a higher love. People think that a higher love is those crazy vibrations when you're like, no. The higher the frequency is, the more peaceful you are. The higher the frequency is of love, the more internal peace inside of you will be. That is something only few achieved that I know. All right. Anything else? Any other questions? Did I miss something? I missed 8 of the 11th month, and that's the intentions of it. To remind us, as I said earlier in the video, as it stays in the Bible and Corinthians 11, there is no man without a woman. Look at this, Tam. You become one with yourself. You become real to yourself. 10, you meet another real person. You two become one real couple. That real couple goes into and become real in the universe with universe. And the universe puts everything together in one union. That is the significant part. And today of 11/11, we're just celebrating that part of us that we are having. Okay. If you're much more spiritually evolved, and your partner could still be your twin flame. What do you mean spiritually evolved? You will understand that you meet your twin flame. They understand you, you understand them. Little by little, if there is a difference within the spiritual evolution, will kind of like close the gap if there is anything, because that's the reason why twin flames, they're talking every day. Okay, I said twin flames talking every day. You don't talk to a person every day about the things, what's going on. There's something wrong with this. But the twin flame, Max's world, you need to understand that you will know, you'll feel this about the twin flame. They will bring something that you need. You bring something that they need, and you working together. This is a working partnership of totally evolving together. The 3 law of evolutions, it's when 2 things coming together, the one will die, the one of them will die, the one will stay the same, or they both gonna come together and become a new species. And that's what twin flame says. DRUN is for me, so also the live videos here, they're like 2 or 3 hours. I don't know if Instagram supporting 2 or 3 hours videos. Tam Hernandez, are twin flames always meant to be together? First of all, you gotta understand, if twin flames, they have to be together, oh God, they have to be together. It's just, okay. Now, if the one of them decide to bolt out and drops the mission, that is whole another story. Sooner or later, the mission will bring them together, one way or another, or do a mission on their own. The mission is a mission. This is like a mission in the military. Okay? there has been an order. Otherwise, it's going to be a failed mission. And you're going to feel miserable, a failing mission in your soul. Not someplace, in your soul. So, are they going to be together? That is a whole another story. They are meant to be together? Yes, always. Light warrior. This Jesus. Oh my. Yeah, you can probably laugh on it. Some of the people who's gonna comes into a twin flames to you, that could be a people who you had some kind of karmic relationship in past life. And when you try to get into a relationship, you end up to that point that you two understand it, that you can't have a relationship. And the karma, it is so. Karma is exhausted because you both understand it wasn't meant to be. Another part of the full twin flames, that is going to be out of desperation. You're looking for a relationship. You end up in the relationship and you think that that person might be a twin flame. But when you reach to this state that the universe has to tell you, oh yeah, you two are twin flame, that doesn't work. The universe says, it's not real. I know the truth. And you go laughing on it, and then the relationship goes away. Soulmates, yeah, they can come in just to help you, a temporary base, just so you can get better, you can get the right things, you can get the right tracks. You're trying to get into a union, you probably have good relationship, but union with universe, no. The universe says, give you the horn sound and stops everything. But when you're with the real twin flame, and when the universe shows up, when he puts you together, you will feel locked up. And they're locked up in the universe. You will know it. You will understand this locking up in the universe like no tomorrow. Some we feel like you have to fear God in this fear. But no, you have to trust this. Blindfoldly, you have to trust God, the Creator, because the Creator knows what He's doing. If you have any doubts in God, in the universe, that's why you're not in union, because of a doubt. You are doubting this union. Tam Hernandez, thank you for your guidance. I want to do a chart reading with you. Tam, if you need a chart reading with me. Dio, wear your teacup today. What I mean teacup, I drink. Or if you're talking about where is my mate cup, it's right over there. I haven't used it in a long time. Somebody knows something about me. Would you have soul recognition with a false twin flame though? You can have a soul vibe, soul recognitions and everything from a past life. But the real part of about the twin flames, something's gonna miss. Something's gonna miss. Can twin flames be poly? Give me another word. I try not to use any of them. Thanks. And not theirs. Their three lives is actually not theirs. Their TF is not theirs. The only thing they have is their soul, right? Yes. A lot of the people have the issues with, if you've been in a previous marriage with kids, okay? If you had a kids before the twin flame, start of a parenthood, the base out of um, this 3D mentality, like they are your kids, they are your property, they are something that belongs to you, and you have to do something, and they have to listen to you, they have to obey you. The part it is, and when you're twin flame, you will understand a very important thing. You give to those kids a bodies. Universe gave them a soul. You have no ownership over a soul. You don't created that. Universe did. You better put your everything together to understand and treat those kids like souls. How their problem? That is their problem. You have to treat and understand those kids as souls and treat them as souls, because that's what they are. They have to act in a certain way, and they have to do something about you, like everything. Even we're talking about respect. No, don't expect anything from them. Expectations gonna hurt you. Very, very ugly. Don't expect anything from them. Whatever they're gonna give it to you, that's gonna be your reward, because they give it to you. You don't ask for it. And that's why your relationship with your kids, it should be like everybody else out there. Like everybody else. Because they will treat you like they want to treat you as a spiritual guide. They want to treat you as a twin flame. They understand who you are, and they get it that you're different as a parent. Now they decide to do things for you on their own. They are gonna be learning to be real. That's how they're gonna begin their own journey of finding themselves, not you programming them. I was a thank you. I love this live video. Joined very late and doing a reward. Do you haven't thought about to do classes to one astrology chart reading? I've been thinking, I've been thinking about making astrology classes. I have no time. There's gotta be a time and effort. I have to create the books, the handbooks. I can't do it on my own, but when I get to a union, probably I will do that. Probably will do an astrology classes, because I don't want to take whatever is inside of me about astrology into the grave. It's not going to be helping nobody. But if I let it out and I get into it and create classes, and then the people will learn the proper way of astrology, what astrology is, oh, that's going to be a good benefit for the society. So I'm thinking about the future. What happens to the twins that don't accept to have a child that God gave to them? What happens to the twins that don't accept to have a child that God gives to them? Priscilla, don't kind of like get at this question. Can you rephrase it? What do you actually mean by that? I feel a lot of kind of like that you had before the twin flame, or a child that was made while you were ignited with your twin flame, or what is the part of to not accept what happens to the twins that don't accept to have a child? Mhm. Priscilla, just rewrite the question a little bit more explanation. One, Bianca, 111 minutes ready. And yeah, we have a responsibility to children, not to grown children. You know what our responsibility to children is? Number one responsibility we have before anything else, you love them. Number two responsibility you have to kids, understand them. You understand their inner world. You will understand what they're trying to tell you by their actions, that something it is in their inner world. That's more important thing. Okay. Ah, like abortion. What is abortion? Spirituality part in abortion. Here's something you need to understand. Priscilla, if I was you, I posted like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago something that calls the power of yoni. Yoni, that is a where the life begins. Okay, this is the part of the creation. When a man and a woman get together, they're creating life through love, through a physical, sexual love. But what happens in there, into that post I was talking about there, it's the man has to understand the power of yoni. But the woman, right now, as far as abortion goes, has to understand her power of creation. If you get pregnant, that's mean there is a God's will in there, because there is a special light between the spermacide and the together. Everything lit and lights. The same lights we see as a creation in your twin flame. It's the same lights because you remember it, the creation, the part, the moment your twin flame says, I don't want that child. Let me tell you something. It's not your twin. Deep, deep inside of them, they know the truth. Okay. Did you ever plan to visit Germany before Corona, maybe after, to going into France? For it, I had a flight from Berlin. World. I was planning the workshops in India, then the coronavirus comes in. We moved it into Europe, to Bulgaria, then the coronavirus moves in, and everything got locked up. So if I have to make any plans for a workshop anywhere, I don't know where. Tell you the truth, because for the people it's hard to travel. We had workshops here where I live. I did some workshops. There was a people who came from England, as a people who came from Australia, from China. The weird part was people from United States didn't came. So that's what I gotta tell you, that it's not about the place on the earth, it is about the need. If something has to happen, somebody has to be there, it will be there. Something that needs to be created will be created. Thank God we have the internet and we have all these technologies. We can do online stuff. That's what I do, this 3 hours, kind of like a workshop things for the twin flames, because in the workshops, that's what this is. In the workshop, you submit your questions and you get answers for it. So you can get in the right track within you. And I hope with this video that's helping you out, guys. Oh. Priscilla, I cannot read you. It completely cut off for me. I no longer can hear you, Dio. On one, maybe a day or two, that live video will come into YouTube, and you can rewind it. It's around the second hour of the video. I can see that it's been 2 hours past, so you can go back in there and re-listen to it. So relax. It's got to be a reason for it. Maybe it's not meant to you to hear it right now. Maybe it's meant for you to hear it later. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Okay. What should I talk about? The beauty. Let me tell you a little bit about the beauty of someone understands your inner world as a twin flame. You know how beautiful it is when someone doesn't question you, someone doesn't do anything like ordinary. They simply understand you. They simply get you. But not you present yourself. It is you as you in there, inside of your inner world. And when you are inside of this to get you, where you're inside of this person, you get that love, you get the sparks that comes in, you get this shining the lights when you see that person, when you get that love. Doesn't matter what happened to the day. It doesn't matter what happened with the situations. You're gonna find the peace. And you are going to understand the importance of that connection. Your destiny. Everything. Absolutely everything. Hi, Aline. What's happening? I'm doing a live video about the 11/11. We're just doing some questions and answers, and we're celebrating the people who did their inner work, mean that evolved. And if you so, yes, it's 11/11. You see it? There you go. Hooray! Ximena. Hey, Ximena, audio breaking. Thank you, dear. No idea. Probably it's a connection or something. Um, no issues, but since I'm recording it here, I believe the recording is going to be okay. I'm going to be posting the recording. So if you have any troubles with the internet, probably because right now a lot of people doing a lot of video conferencing, the traffic is jams up within the internet, and the things with the connection, especially do a video, which takes a lot of traffic. It's a lot. So if you are streaming right now, chances to have a great communication. It's kind of like um, small. If it's meant to be, will be. Okay. All right, guys. Well, let me know if you got any questions. We'll be happy to answer up here. I haven't seen your videos in many months. I really like your videos. Oh, well, you should see them. If you don't watch the past few months, what it does is there's a lot of new information, which is a little higher. There videos about crossing that stage of 4D, which is you have dualities and fights within yourself and duality and fights with others. They are more about the 5D. They are more about evolution. They are more about the next stage, the next level of evolutions for it. So you should look at them, Aline. Question: what is this 11/11 going to bring for the twins? 11/11, what it brings to the twins, it gives them a guideline. It gives them a guideline. And I already say a few times, Aline, for this 11, first of all, one real person with yourself. You begin one within yourself, gotta be done within. 10, you meet a person who is also real. So they're going to be your twin. They're same as you are. 10, the universe gets involved. And the universe says, yes, you're standing. A one is between the universe and the couple. That's what 1, 11/11 is. Oneness. For today's life, are you welcome? How to achieve that peace and separation? Oh, Ximena, that is a very good. How to achieve that peace and separation? The peace, the internal peace in the soul that we talk about it. You achieve that internal peace by you get that person, the twin flame, in focus on you. You can control that person. You cannot force that person. You can't. You can't make them to do the things. The universe, though, the universe can scream at him. The universe can put him in situations. The universe can do even, hit him in the head if he has to. like, this person in the Facebook, God give me a sign, and you see them with the stop sign of the street, knocked on his head off. You know what I'm talking about. But the internal peace is its internal job inside of you first. Doesn't matter what's going on. You're put into these situations to seek that internal peace first. Why? When you have the internal peace inside of you, doesn't matter about the situation, doesn't matter about the case, it doesn't matter of anything. That internal peace brings you home for you. So basically, you unite yourself within yourself. Now, nobody can disturb this inner peace. That inner peace is developed by you for you. This is your home. This is your internal home. Okay? That inner peace. And you developing it by letting go of expectations. You let it go of anything that doesn't resonate with you. You let it go of anything that's disturbing peace. That could be bad relationship. That could be a job. That could be something you do in your daily activities. That could be these guys. That could be anything. But it's all matter about the internal peace inside of you. When you achieve that internal peace, you trust to surrender and let go of anything you cannot control. What can you control? You can control yourself. You control yourself to a higher understanding. When you control yourself, then what's happening is you develop yourself, you invest in yourself. Now that internal peace since it's home, your twin will look for a home. Your twin will recognize the inner peace in you, and they're gonna come with bringing internal peace inside of you. Anytime you see them, that internal peace is the part of the connection, the most important part of the connection. That brings you in peace, internal peace in the soul. You stop looking for it. It stopped worrying about it. It stopped getting the stuff for it. And since this internal peace, you have to maintain it for you during in separation. It is about you to fix you. Understanding that during the separation, you do your inner work. You do your inner things. You evolve. You get ready for creating this home environment. You don't create this home environment inside of you of the internal peace of the soul. Doesn't matter what kind of relationship you're going to get into it, you ain't going to find that peace. You're not going to find a peace in every relationship you get into yourself into it. Guess what? It's going to fail. Why? Because the peace is not going to be there. You're always going to miss something. You're always going to want something. You're always going to expect something. But when you have the internal peace, you don't expect others to love you. They will love you because they love you. You don't expect others to support you. They support you because they want to support you. I hope this kind of like helps you out. Victor Plama, thanks. I hope, Ximena, that help you out with the question to be answered. Anyone? Any other question? If not, we can be done for the day. Awesome. Thanks, Dio. Thank you for today's live. Thanks. Okay. Tiffany H. Thanks. I will wait for another 2-3 seconds if it's anyone has any last question. If it's not, thank you. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for being here. You might be here for yourself, but asking the questions, you're also helping others, bringing the issues that they might not see, bringing the issues they might not understand, bringing some things there from the subconscious level. And this is why that job I was beginning to talk about beginning of the video about the Age of Aquarius is when you do the real internal work on you, now you benefit the society. That's what this Age of Aquarius is. This is what the new people will be. They will be about the truth. They will be sick and tired if someone lies at work. They will be sick and tired if one person takes something that it's a good idea about a company and they shove it in the garbage. You know what I mean? All that stuff is going to stop. All these things, it's going to be dissolved. And that's why, in order to change the world, you have to change yourself. And that's what is important in the Age of Aquarius. That's what that is. So, Agnieszka Hermonovitz, how to overcome fear and just let go. You let go of the fear. That's how you overcome it. Let go of control. I've been so tired last few months trying to let go, but inside I still feel I'm scared to just trust. Okay. That part, Agnieszka, is got to do with obsession. The fear comes in that if you let go of that person, you're going to lose them. Like they're the last thing for you. Maybe you got to lose them because they're not the right one for you. Have you ever thought about it? Have you ever thought about it that you might hold on to something that has to be let go? In an old saying, it says that if you want the bird to sing for you, open the cage, let him out. If the bird comes back, they want to sing because they want to sing to you. And that has a lot to do with let go of the control, because the cage is the control. You control the environment for that bird. If you want to control your twin flame, you're never going to get your twin flame. Period. I mean, period. Last thing you want to do is trying to control your twin flame. And you to trust. You have to trust, because there's going to be a point of that trust. The trust that comes in is the trust within the universe. You have no other choice. You will come to that point to trust the universe. Polygamy is not a TF. Yep. Polygamy has nothing to do with the twin flames. Feel it, heal it. Another question: if you were a reflection of each other, all his dark side is also in me. It's also understand many attitudes we reflect to each other, but many don't have those hidden in me. At on point, yes. You need to understand whatever is inside of you. It's the same thing inside of your twin flame to a certain extent. And now you guys gonna ask me, what is the certain extent? See, as a soul vibrations, you will have the same vibrations. But if you have an age gap difference, for example, the oldest one has more experience in this lifetime now, that maybe he's got more light or more darkness. But the same thing applied for the other part. They have seen more light or more darkness in this lifetime than the other person. And this, it's solved only within them, inside of their inner worlds. When they become one, they're gonna drop all this, because the one is gonna heal the other, the damages. Those damages in the soul, that when they're gonna come in, they're gonna heal you. They're gonna heal the dark side. They're gonna heal the damage that was inside of you. They're gonna heal the pain. They're gonna bring the love in there. So the question that it's the same amount, it all depends of a destiny. It all depends of things. Because here's the thing though, what is your fault if your parents, for example, didn't do the certain things they should have done in the soul level? Now you see a more darkness because someone didn't fulfill their contract to understand you as a kid. Is that my point? So now you have extra, and if your twin flame, it's raised by their parents. You know, here's the thing, that it gives you separation, but you both have similar experiences. For example, maybe like we do, I do not know the relatives on my father's side, so is she doesn't know them. Okay, so you will see things during the long talks. There is some things you might experience and more in a certain extent, and some things they experiencing on a more extent than you. But that it is about the balance that it's going to be made within them. Because if they experience something within the good, or if you experience something in the bad, when the one comes down, the other will comes up, and they're going to create the balance. And that's what the power of the twin flame healing is. Light warrior. I have a question. It's a special for Aquarius, in Age of Aquarius. Light warrior, write your questions about the Age of Aquarius. Ximena, yes, our life experiences are very similar, but he has seen more darkness. If he sees more darkness, that means that he had to see it to experience certain things. For example, if he was doing something dark in a past life, now he has to see the darkness that comes in, maybe to remind him that darkness was in his past life. It's all reasons. Um, Anything else? Mm-hmm. Hey, like warrior. 2323. If I can inform myself, how can I know what is special for Aquarius people in the age of Aquarius? The information you know about the age of Aquarius is inside of you. It's already been there. If you're born right now in this lifetime, if you're born here, you will know this. It's already infused in you. The question is are you going to recognize it? That is going to be based on the truth. There is no truth. There is no things. It's the old way, the lies, the cover-ups, and so on. Is anyone has any questions? Well, guys, if you don't have any questions, let me know. We can finish it for today. Just to remind you, if you have any more questions, you can always write to me on a Facebook. You guys know my Facebook. It's on my YouTube channel on the top corner where it says linked. You just click there. It's going to bring you right to my Facebook page. Or you can write me here at the YouTube if I missed some of the things out, if I missed some of the situations for it. I hope this video helps you out. I hope I did my best for you guys. I would like to say thank you for coming over. I'd like to say thank you to the universe. Thank you to my TF that she helps me to understand it things much more than I ever imagined. So thank you guys, and remember, be love. The love inside of you is going to lead you to the path to explore something. Even you can imagine your wildest dreams. In your wildest dreams. Be love, guys. Be love.